On today's program, we'll go diggin' deeper into Week 9 of the 2025 NFL season, kicking off Thursday, October 30th, with the Baltimore Ravens traveling to South Beach to take on the Miami Dolphins. In a big-picture Thursday Night Football statement, the Baltimore Ravens look like a completely different team in Week 9, downing the Miami Dolphins 28-6 at Hard Rock Stadium. It wasn't just a win, it was a return to form, powered by Lamar Jackson's comeback and a swarming defense. Jackson, back in the lineup after missing several games with a hamstring injury, went 18 of 23 for 204 yards and 4 touchdowns, showing sharp rhythm and leadership. He spread the ball around well. Tight end Mark Andrews hauled in 2 scores, 2 yards and 20 yards, and Charlie Kolar and Rashad Bateman added third quarter and fourth quarter TDs respectively. On the ground, Derrick Henry churned out 119 rushing yards on 19 carries, giving Baltimore a consistent run game to ride. The Ravens' offense really turned it on after halftime, to the tune of 2 straight touchdowns, turning their second-half dominance into a cushion they never relinquished. Defensively, Baltimore was just as impressive. They forced 3 turnovers, including a crucial fumble early on, and locked down Miami's offense throughout the night. Veteran corner Marlon Humphrey came up big with a forced fumble, and the pass rush kept pressure on Tua Tagovailoa, limiting the Dolphins to just a pair of field goals. Miami's offense never quite got untracked. While Tagovailoa completed 25 of 40 passes for 261 yards but couldn't convert enough looks into points, on the ground, Devon Achane managed 67 yards. But otherwise the Dolphins struggled to sustain drives against a Ravens defense that refused to bend. The game shifted in Baltimore's favor in the third quarter when Jackson found Kolar for a 3-yard TD, then followed it with a 9-yard strike to Bateman. After that, the Ravens leaned on their lead and tightened up on defense to close out a dominant performance. For Baltimore, this win is a major boost. Not only did they get Jackson back, but they showed they can still operate at a high level while integrating him. For Miami, the loss raises serious questions about consistency on offense and their ability to make big plays when it matters most. With the Week 9 victory over Miami, the Ravens are continuing to build momentum for a serious playoff push, showing the type of balanced, explosive football that makes them a threat in the postseason. In contrast, the Dolphins continue to demonstrate they are not yet a playoff-caliber team, with inconsistency and a lack of execution raising questions about the program's direction. The struggles on offense and defense under head coach Mike McDaniel have some observers wondering how much longer Jeffrey Ross and the front office will remain patient, as McDaniel has yet to establish the level of sustained success and consistency expected from a team with a roster of high-end talent. Baltimore controlled time of possession, 31 minutes and 43 seconds to 28 minutes and 17 seconds, and total yards were nearly identical, Baltimore with 338 and Miami with 332. So why did the scoreboard have such a disparity? The Dolphins fumbled in very dangerous spots. For example, T.A.Y.J. Washington fumbled early, and Baltimore recovered deep in Miami territory. These turnovers gave the Ravens short fields, which they capitalized on. Miami also had costly penalties. A false start on a 4th and 1 stalled a drive and forced a field goal attempt instead. But the field goal of 35 yards was missed by Riley Patterson. We go diggin' deeper than summarize it, and the Dolphins lost because they couldn't finish drives, made too many mistakes, and gave the Ravens too many easy opportunities. Meanwhile, Baltimore made the most of their chances, particularly after Jackson came back and closed the game out in the second half.